Welcome back to RusGaming. Today I'll be opening an amount of big box before season 4 ends. But before we continue, you guys should try to comment down below how many big box that I have in the comment section down below and see if your guesses are right. Are you ready? Here we go. So there are 61 big box, so let's open the first box. So there is 3 objects. There might be a chance, but there is not, of new star power, new gadget, or even new brawler. Then that concludes the first box, and we continue to the second box. Then the coins are pretty high, so there might be not a special item inside. So that concludes the second big box. Then on to the third box. The coins are still pretty high, and the PowerPoint we got is pretty good. So far not many gadget, not many special item or even non-special item. Then that is the fourth box. Then we continue on to the fifth box. So the coins are pretty high, so there are no special item inside, which is pretty normal. So fifth box opening. Then the number 1 is glowing. Is it new gadget, new star power, or even new brawler? Then we'll have to see a new gadget for Nani. So continuing on to the 7th box. Then there is 3 items. The coins are still pretty high, which is pretty good if we are having a lot of brawler to upgrade, which you can see. Then to the 8th box. Then the coins are still pretty high with 60 coins. Then we don't get any special items. So to the 9th box. The coins are pretty high, so there is no special item inside, but the coins are still pretty nice. So this is the 10th box, and the coins are still pretty high, and I still have a lot of brawler to upgrade. So until we get to 15th box, then we upgrade it. Then the 11th box, we open it. The coins are pretty low. Will I get... Oh, the number 1 is glowing. What it is? Let's see. A new gadget for Ems. Then we continue to the 12th big box. It is a high amount of coins, which is pretty good for upgrading brawlers if we have upgradable brawlers. Then to the 13th big box, we got a high amount of coin, which means no special items. Then we have a brawler to upgrade. Then this is the 15 big box, and no special item at the end. So I might have mistaken, but this is the 15 big box. So continuing on, there is no special item at the end because we got pretty high number of coins. So we go upgrade our brawlers or activating the gadget. So to give a sign, we have already received the item. Then we upgrade our brawler to level 9 Sandy, and let's upgrade a few brawlers before we go on. So we upgrade a lot of brawlers today because we have the amount of coins, and it seems like we don't have enough. So let's getting back on the big box opening. In the 16th big box, there is a low amount of coins, but we will get anything special? No, and more power points, which is a pretty good thing. So there's a high amount of coins. I doubt that if we even get a lot of power points out of it. So there is an interesting fact that if you guys are having more coins on a big box, you will have less power points at the end, which is still pretty good. And looks like we get a special item, a token doubler. Then we continuing on to the 19 big box, and we get a lot of amount of coins, but that's not enough because we get a special token doubler item. So continuing on to the 20 big box, and no special item at the end, still pretty casual box opening. Then continuing on to 21 big box opening, a pretty high number of coins, which means there is not great amount of power point. Then continuing on to the number 21 big box, I mean the 22 big box, and still none special item. Then to the 23 big box, then there's a high amount of coins as we have seen. Then there is less and more amount of power point. So continuing on to the 24th big box, so low amount of coins, which is a good sign. New gadget, new star power, or even new brawler. Let's see a new gadget for Sprout. Then continuing on to the 25 big box, then a high amount of coins means a low amount of power points. And the 26 big box, there is a low amount of coins. Is it a new gadget, a new star power, or even a new brawler? A new gadget again with B gadget. Then continuing on to the 27 big box, then a low amount of coins. Am I getting lucky? Oh no. And it seems like more power points. Then we continuing on to the 28 big box, then more power points as usual of box opening. Then continuing on to 29 big box, so a low amount of coins. Will we get any special item? And it seems not. We are getting a lot of power points, which is really good for upgrading brawlers. Then that is the 13th big box, and still a low amount of coins, and as expected, no special item left. Then this is the 31 big box. A high amount of coins means less amount of power points and no special items. And that concludes the 13-1 big box opening, and let's go upgrade our brawler, which in this box opening we have already had about 5 gadgets, but as usual there is not amount of star power and no brawler, which is a little bit disappointing, but that's okay. In box opening we activating our gadgets for a little bit, and that concludes it. Let's continue opening the boxes. Then the 32 big box is a less amount of coins. Will we get? Is it a gadget, a star power, or even a new brawler? A star power for Sally. Ooh. So the 33 big box, and still low amount of coins. I think we are stacking up luck and more power points as usual. Then the 34th big box, a high amount of coins, so there is no special items expected. Then we continue on to the 35 big box, and a low amount of coins, but still no special items. Then continuing on to the 36 big box, 61 coins, which is pretty high. So that means there is no pretty special items. Then continue on to the 37 big box. Then there's a high amount of coins, which means there is not a gadget or even a star power or even a new brawler at the end of this box. So the 38 big box we are opening has a still high amount of coins, and there is no new special item, which is pretty normal, a pretty good box opening. And the 39 big box is here with a high amount of coins and still no special items. Will we get a brawler today? So this is the 14th box with a high amount of coins, and we are receiving a lot of power points, which is good for upgrading brawler. Then the 41 big box, and we still have a high amount of coins and more power points as usual. Then we continue on to the 42 big box. Then there's still a high amount of coins. Then we receive a lot of power points along the way, which is pretty normal. So the 43 big box is here. Then we continuing on with more coins, which means less power points total. So we continue to the 44th big box, and more coins, which means less power points, but it's still okay. And we seems to have another special item, a token doubler. Then we continue on to the 45 big box. Then there's a lot of coins and a special item at the end. Is it gadget, star power, or brawler? Let's see. It's a gadget for Sandy. Then we should continue. And to recap, there is 6 gadgets and 1 star power. So let's continue to the 46 big box. So a large amount of coins. So will we have any special item? And it seems not. So gathering all these items, then the 47 big box is here with a large amount of coins, a small amount of power points, which is still pretty good. So continuing on to the 48 big box. So a low amount of coins, then means more power points at the end. And to the 49 big box, we have still low amount of coins, but pretty lots of things we are gathering here. Then continuing on to the another 50th box, and a lot of coins, which means, wait, a special item? What it is? A star power for Sandy. So then we continue to the 51 big box. Then there's a lot of things we receive here. So it's 10 box left. We first check our star power and activating it for a while and deactivate back. So to recap, there is already a 3 star power we have received and approximately 6 to 7 gadgets. This is a lot. It's a lot. And activating gadgets and star power along the way, and check if we can upgrade a lot of brawlers along the way, then I guess we're good until now. So continuing on to the final 10 of the big box. Will we get lucky? Let's see. The final 10 of the big box with a low amount of coins, probably special item at the end, but no. So that concludes the final 10, the final 9. So 9 box left, and we still haven't received a brawler, which is pretty surprising. Or my chance is just low. And the 8th brawl box, big box from the end, and a lot of coins. and a lot of power points, which is a lot. So continuing on to the final 7 of the big box, a lot of coins, which means a less amount of power points, and apart from it, a special item, token doubler. So continue on to the final 6 big box with a lot of coins, which means less amount of power points, which is pretty surprising. Then continuing on to the final 5, will we get a new brawler? There's a lot of coins though, which means no new brawler and no new special item, just casually upgrading brawlers every time. Then the final 4, the number of coins is just a lot, which is good. I have a lot of brawlers which I haven't upgraded. Then there's 3 left on the box, a large amount of coins, still a lot of power points, which is still pretty good. Then the final 2 of the big box, and a large amount of coins, no new special item, and more power points on the way. Then the final big box, what will we receive? There is about this amount of coins, which is a lot, and to end it off, we have a special item of token doubler. And that concludes this box opening. But before you guys leave, I will come and recap all the rewards I received from receiving all the big box I received. So in this few seconds, I will show you the results of my box opening. And I'm back, guys. So this is the rewards that I received from the big box opening, and note that the rewards would be different for every people, so it would be not the same as you guys receive the rewards. But for this 61 big box opening, I received 4,648 coins, 2,465 power points, 5 gadget, 2 star power, and 5 200 token doubler, which in average in one box I received 76.19 coins, 40.41 power points, 0.08 gadgets, 0.03 star power, and 0.08 200 token doubler. And that's it for the rewards I received, and good luck on opening the box if you guys haven't already, or you guys would save up for the next season if you guys have unlocked or maxed all the brawlers. And that's it for this video. That's it for this box opening video. Bye!